And we'll review your lesson from today on the video as we usually do. I think you have some really good progress, and we're getting there a little bit at a time, which is the only way to improve a lot. But I want you to realize that this face has to be on that angle right now. So the way you do that is you take your right palm and you turn it down to the ground. Okay, that's the key to that club will not torque by itself, so to speak. It will not turn down by itself. So we have to do that manually. That's something that the golf club wants to do, is that actually the weight of it wants to turn the other way, the way it is here. And I find that women are more guilty of this than men, because the one area that women are weaker than men is the arm, is the wrist and the hands. So you have to make a concerted effort to turn that down. Now we did move your grip over a little bit today, so you've got to keep remembering the grip. And that's something you do before you ever start. But it's up to the top. I also recommended that we keep this left heel on the ground. That's not a must. That's just a suggestion based on the fact that you lift up a little bit in your backswing. So if you get here, you want to stay in that as much as possible. And if you can lift your left heel without doing that, then I'd be fine with it. But it is causing you to come up out, and then what do you have to do? You have to go back down, and that's what we don't want you to do. That move right there, we'd like to get rid of that altogether this year. Okay. So we're going to feel like you learn to stay fairly steady in your backswing. And it's important because if you look at it from this direction, one of the habits that we fight here, the other thing we made a suggestion is don't move the hands quite as far in front. Oops. We want to make sure that they stay, let's say, over the ball, a little bit in front, but not too far in front, because that'll lend itself to right already. And this is why I'm trying to get you out of the up and down motion with your body, because it's really difficult to get that arm straight like we want it. Okay, the other issue, and the big issue that I think could be your work for this winter, would be the ability to keep your upper body slightly behind the ball. And not run so far ahead. See that your head right there, your visor should stay on the left side as we're looking at this camera, on the left side, and not run too far ahead, because that's another reason that would have you shorten your arm. So our goal is to get the left arm lengthened every time. How do we get there? We stop lifting and squatting, and we stop running ahead of it with the upper body. So grip, stay behind it, lengthen the left arm, and definitely turn the right palm to the ground. If you look at this picture here, it's very late in the downswing, and that right palm is where? It's still pointed up at the sky. So we want to turn that down so that you can get it. Okay, those are the big review points from today. You did very well. I'm glad to see that you stayed with the progress that we had last year.